Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to EFL Talk, English Foreign Language Talk Community. I am Rani Dadi Augustine, and today I would like to discuss about a research under the title An Analysis of the Second Year Students' Barriers in Listening Comprehension at SMPN 12 Padang. Indonesia is one of the countries where English is studied as a foreign language. Nowadays, Indonesian Department of Education take English into the national curriculum and also take it as one of the compulsory subjects that must be learned by all high school in Indonesia. As a foreign language learning in English is not as easy as learning Indonesian because it has different structure and pronunciation from Indonesian language. Therefore, there are four language skills that must be mastered by all language learners. There are listening, speaking, writing, and reading. For many students, listening is the most challenging skill. It is supported by Guo and Wills 2006. They mention listening is the most challenging skill because it has many considerations, including the mastery of content, language, and grammar. In addition, Purdy 1997 mentioned listening is the first stage of receiving information, making meaning from, and responding to spoken or non-verbal messages. Therefore, students have to spend a lot of time in learning listening. Students need to hear various types of listening to be able to communicate each other, and if they want to communicate properly, meaningfully, and naturally. Based on the syllabus on curriculum 2013 for junior high school, many competencies are concerning with the listening skill, especially for transactional and interpersonal text. Listening competencies are dominant, and teaching listening can through DVD cassettes or the teacher as the speaker itself. And based on the pre-observation that was done by the researcher to SMPN 12 Padang, many students have lower concentration during listening, and they reveal that listening is the most difficult part because they need to be more concentration and they need to pay attention more to catch the idea from the speaker. Therefore, teachers hold a very crucial domain in the learning process. Teachers should know and solve the obstacle faced by the students. Moreover, knowing students' barriers to listening comprehension is important to do by the educator. And the purpose of this research is to find out the external barriers and internal barriers in listening comprehension at SMPN 12 at the second year students of SMPN 12 Padang. And this study is hoped to be as a reference for the next researcher to conduct a similar research about listening barriers. And for the readers, this study is hoped to give benefit or knowledge for the readers about barriers in listening. There is in this study, the researcher conducted descriptive quantitative research in order to analyze the phenomenon and fact of the students' barriers in listening comprehension with colleagues and accumulate the basic data in a description way. The researcher obtained the data from more than one instrument. Furthermore, the instruments in gathering the data were the questionnaires and the interview, and to obtain significant and accurate data. For population and sample, the population of this research was the second grade students of SMPN 12 Padang. The researcher chose them as the participants to find out the external barriers and internal barriers in listening comprehension. And the researcher used probability sampling where every member of the wider population has the same chance of being included in the sample. So the writer choose 20% or 66 students of the number of population based on the requirement of using this technique. As Ari Kunto 2002 mentioned, if is more than 100, the population can be taken between 10 to 15% and 20 to 25 of them, percent of them. So in this research, the researcher used quantitative data. And the second sampling is non-probability sampling. The researcher used non-probability sampling, that is purposive sampling, in determining the participants for interview respondents. The writer used purposive sampling to avoid representing the wider population. So in this research, the researcher qualified the respondents or participants based on their criteria, and the researcher only considered to the students who have the highest score in the questionnaires to be the respondents of the interview. And next is instrumentation of the research. This research used more than one instrument, namely questionnaire and interview. The first one is questionnaire. Questionnaire is a good way for collecting information. The researcher used close-ended questionnaire to collect the data. The questionnaire were divided into two sections. The first section is 10 statements related to external barriers and 9 statements related into internal barriers. The researcher used Likert scales where the alternative answer are strongly agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. All of the statements items is positive statement with a value of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The questionnaire were distributed through Google Form. And the next instrument is interview. In this research, the writer used semi-structured interview as the instrumentation, where the writer has a list of key questions for the respondents. And in this case, the writer only chose 5 students of the second-year students of SMPN 12 Padang. And for collecting the data, the researcher distributed class-ended questionnaire to the students about their barriers in listening comprehension, and then the researcher chose the students who were answered the questionnaire based on the criteria that the researcher needs, and the researcher only considered to the students who have the highest score in the questionnaire as the interview respondents. I think that's all for me. If you want to know the result of the study, please watch the next video because the result of this research will be explained on the next video. Thank you. I'm Rani Dade Agustin. I'm sorry if there are any mistaken. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on the next video.